Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our fourth and final match in the Arcana Vault tournament. We're currently 2-1 with the Aspect Aggro deck. Come in here, Jake. This hand's a little medium minus. It's got Sentry on one, though, into a Sharpshooter on two, so it seems okay. We've got all of our thresholds here that we could potentially want, so... Wild Shard here into our Sentry of Nulzan. Alright, so we drew a Hero Fall here. It's not terrible. Opponent led on a Sapphire Threshold, so probably the Mono Sapphire Empress deck here. I'll go ahead and play the Sharpshooter. We got a pretty aggressive draw. Got a Hero Fall for the first payoff, which is good. I'll attack with this and bluff an Assault card. They don't really have anything that has speed. Considering Cultivators, sure. Runir Hierophant is a fantastic draw here. It lets all of our troops just attack right on into their stuff here. Oh, okay. So this is my choice of gems getting in the way. And again, I mentioned the Gallows Gas in the main deck might not be a fantastic idea because, as you can see here, this is our one Runir that doesn't have speed in it. So yeah. Do I want to sacrifice this Dread Technomancer or something else? I don't think I do. I'm just going to go ahead and pass the turn. We can't play anything else out right now anyway, so there's no real reason to draw a card. Need some help? In the tank about what they're doing. This was a good coin flip to win. Them not having a resource to play a powerful 3-drop out here is real good for us. They can't attack in with this. We'll just eat it with our Runir Hierophant. So we get to smash for a lot this turn. Another Sharpshooter, you say? Yeah, I think we're just going to lead on this first Sharpshooter. Just like make this Runir larger. The fact that it's Crush and going to be lethal means that even if they block it, they're going to take a lot of damage here. Hopefully they don't have a Transmogrifade. Sweet, so attack with everything here. This gets bigger from the 1-drops that are attacking, and it gets larger from the Runir Hierophant because it's Underworld. Just like applying a lot of pressure here to our opponent. They are all the way down to that. Oh, you know what? We could get Empress into copycatted this turn. Yeah, I probably should have left up the Hero Fall rather than play these out. It would have been 2 less points of damage, but then we probably still would have killed them the following turn. And this is like... one of the reasons why the Empress deck is so powerful is, like, it leaves you open to sequencing mistakes like this. So if my opponent has 4th resource Empress Copycat, we're going to be in a lot of trouble. Even if they just have 4th resource Empress, we're going to be in a little bit of trouble because we're not going to ready this turn. That being said, I mean, if they don't have an Empress, they're super dead because we played out these Sharpshooters. But I think conservatively, we probably should have waited on the Sharpshooters and just pressured them for 2 less points of damage. That's a Tribunal Magistrate, so this game should be pretty over here unless they drew a Transmog, which it doesn't look like they did. So all of our cards are going to have lethal. Our sharpshooters are going to be huge here. There's another Sentry of Nulzan. I'm just going to go ahead and play this out because it makes the Runeer slightly larger. Oh, it also makes a Dreadling with that. Yeah, this is just super lethal as is. Let's go ahead and attack with all of these nerds. Hey, yep. We are the beatdown, it would appear. Yeah, what's up? Alright, so as we head to reserves here, we're going to want to become a little bit more interactive, so I'm going to go ahead and cut this Gallows Guest here. I also think this aspect of the scroll probably isn't very reasonable in this matchup. They have Transmogrifades in their deck, so they're going to be able to interact with the troop that we put that on. The Crusaders, I'm going to change from Skyguard and Steadfast to +1 and Crush here. So that way, when they get paired with the Runeer Hierophant, they get to crush through for lots of points of damage. I think that's about all I want to do. I guess Yazukan's Fanatic's kind of mediocre minus against the deck full of Warp Steel, Shardsworns, and other things like that. So I guess we're going to cut those again and bring in 2 Gemborn Prowlers because they can kill part of the Shardsworn. And killing them before they make Dreadlings is actually pretty reasonable. So we're just like boarding up on removal. We put our other Runeer speed. We made the Crusaders be slightly more aggressive. Giving these the 5th point of power also means they can attack through Tribunal Magistrate, which is good for us. It's possible I want this copy of Paw of Yazukan, but I think I'm just going to go ahead and submit like this for now and see how it feels. This hand is a little medium. This hand's fine. It's got troops and it's got some removal in it. So we get to go ahead and play our Blood on 1 into this Deathseeker. Deathseeker's actually kind of medium in this matchup. Maybe it's possible I should have cut it, but yeah. Then we drew this Runeer Hierophant that just lets us the speed and lethal on here just lets it hit so hard and fast and push through a lot of boards. Especially against a deck like what my opponent's playing, where they have a lot of like 1/4s and 0/5s and 2/4s. So. This turn, we don't have anything else to do, but we probably want to just kill this anyway, so I think we're just going to go ahead, especially with the second piece of removal and Hero Fall in our hand already. I'm just going to go ahead and rock cast the Skittering Cultivator, since it's the only thing to do this turn, and then smash for 2 here. Sorry, just a moment here. Getting something done for... This is why I don't always record with commentary, because there's lots of other stuff to be doing all the time. So we drew an Eager Lackey for the turn. We're going to go ahead and play this out, and then smash for 2 here, I think. And then we'll go ahead and play this Underworld Crusader out. And they could, if they have Empress plus Copycat here, I'm going to feel a little bit bad. But I feel like I can't just hold up Hero Fall this turn with only a 2/1 on the table. So, they have Copycat plus Empress, they have Copycat plus Empress. Transmogrifade's fades a little medium for us. We get a 2/2 out of that. Okay. Unfortunately, it's not an Underworld 2-drop, because then it would get bigger with Runeir. So hoping for no cat here. If they have a cat, we're going to be in a bit of trouble. We can kill this one, but the cat will mean they'll have one left over. You got it? They do not. Sweet. Okay. So this is actually pretty good for us then. I have the Rock Cast here, but we're hero falling this Empress of the Ice because we just want all of the Empresses out of their deck. It's one of their best cards in the matchup, and we just want to take it away from them. Gonna do this. I think I'm just gonna sacrifice this to Takahiro here. See what we get. So Eager Lackey out and then pass the turn. Commander prompt, sure. So getting a little bit punished here because we can't Rockcast to kill that, but I do think it's still right to do what we did. And by that, I mean let's just draw another hero fall and continue pressuring our opponent here. And they're on the 4 Commander prompt build. Fortunately, we can't play another follow-up here, but like getting that out of their deck is almost certainly correct. It's got a Deep Gaze Disciple and a Power Shifted, so this is just a 2/3 with flight. What you got? What you got? What you got? I'm gonna jam this Runeir down their throat this turn. And this card hits for a lot. It hits for 3, 4, 5, so we're hitting for 8 this turn. So they are just dead in 2 here. Remember Transmogrifade? Okay, yeah, they're not playing anything out here, so... Oh, that is actually just a removal spell from this conscript's a Ruby troop for us every turn now that we're not going to be able to play. That's fine. We're still in a pretty decent spot here. We've got 2 pieces of removal. We've got some pressure. We've got more pressure in our hand here. A little unfortunate that we didn't hit another resource to play the Bushi this turn, but it is what it is. Go ahead and attack. So now I have to decide between playing the Bushy out and playing the Deep Gaze Disciple. I think I want to play the Bushy out so I could just get his Diligence going. It's a little bit less resource efficient, but it's probably better in the long run for us. And this just gets discarded at our end step. Technically creates scrounge fodder, but we also boarded out our aspects of the squirrel, so scrounge fodder not exceedingly relevant. Tribunal Magistrate, sure. I'm gonna go ahead and rock cast this guy at end step. I wouldn't be too surprised if they have protection for this. It could be things that they're holding in their hand. We are a blood deck. Alright, and go ahead and attack with these for 5. Then we can go ahead and play Deep Gaze plus Century of Nulls in here. You don't have to worry about getting locked out by an Empress off the top because their hero fell. This will go away, and then they are very dead on board, and we have a pseudo piece of spot removal. Actually, you know what? I probably should have held this because Cheap Shot could kill a copycat in response to it targeting one of our things. Yeah, I shouldn't have played this. This was a mistake. Alright, well, they have another transmog they can live for a turn. Otherwise, they are dead to these 3 dorks over here. I'm going to go ahead and play this out, and this says whenever we sacrifice a troop, this gains 1. Sweet. Well, let's go ahead and sacrifice Century of Nulzan here. This gets bigger. Attack for 7. Frostbite. Okay, that makes sense. We're an aggressive deck. They boarded in Frostbite. Going to attack for 2 here, put them down to 3. This is actually pretty good for them, right? So I can't actually cheap shot my own thing to try and make a guy that could be lethal next turn, which kind of sucks. So they're going to get a couple more draws here. That being said, we've got like hero fall cheap shot, so we're probably in a pretty reasonable spot. Down to 1, make another Battle Hooper here. Ship the turn back, 2 pieces of removal. Like Dread End is their only on-shard thing. That could like be a sweeper, and that doesn't even get them out of it, so all these will turn into Dreadlings that beat them down. And they're dead. Sweet! 3-1 finish. Awesome. Deck seems sweet. Stay tuned for a wrap-up video. Thanks for hanging out, folks.